championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to the iconic Rose Bowl, home field of the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kick this deep to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. So USC's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a third down stop.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers.
He's in the clear. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking for the wideout. Oh, what a grab. Now here he goes. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Back to pass. It's Barnett. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well,
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Using his legs. It's Thomas. He's got force and still going. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
good job of picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. And Chris, boy, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quick completion to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. The Bruins trying to cash in here in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Back in motion now. The throw. It's Iamaleava. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the Bruins will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fowler.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
On the ground, it's Mason. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down and eventually
breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Throws it to the right. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
You made it. 3 points on the board.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he got that one in the end zone. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Stop right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Fair catch made at the 35. And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. He hands it to the back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
To throw, it's Barnett. Finds an open target on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Kirk, all these players are aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players. But I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
No, kick it away here. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up. He's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
It's a clean grab. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it with room to run. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. The Bruins line up on 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30. First and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Screen to the wide receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it second and short. Looking to chuck it again. Not able to connect. Incomplete. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. On first and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. At the 25 and second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Moves out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Jordan.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. First and 10 play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be first and 10 from there. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hansen. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. On the move now. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself, but he just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? The shotgun handoff here. Has the first half. It's still going. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Dropping back. It's Iamaleava. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. The defense calling a timeout here, giving this field goal kicker a little something to think about. So just before halftime here, the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. Good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Trying to find some room. It's Jordan, the sophomore, with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to scramble. Using his legs on the scramble. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on. Quarterback, which can open up some passing lane.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Scanning the field. It's Ian Maliava looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the Bruins pick up enough for a first down. And the back gets the football. Touchdown, Bears! And they jump on top here in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. The first play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Moves out of the pocket, using his legs here. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. And the Trojans looking to keep this drive rolling. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the move now. Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. After making his first attempt, they'll try again from 41 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any. They bring the punter onto the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and still going. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push.
Headed for the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. First and goal. A chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, USC. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
That's it. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Grab down the middle. It's Ross. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Iamaleava. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle.
Oh, the pass rush.
Oh!
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the team. They got him again. He couldn't escape.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop. Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you...
He's in the clear. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a 1st down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Pounding away with the run game. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And they'll give it to the back. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood...
End zone ahead. They've got him down, but the offense gets the 1st down they needed to just run the clock out. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
QB decides to keep it here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And they're able to get him down.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they got a couple good hands.
Picked off, a crucial turnover. The 50, across the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a 2-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. Looking to throw. It's Ian Maliava. The tight end has got it. And he stopped short. The defense makes a play, and now in the 4th quarter, still a 1-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Intercepted. He's stepped in front of that bullet. After a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.